Hi guys, so it looks like I may have opened an interdimensional rift into Chinese spin-off Plants vs Zombies games. I recently covered a new PvZ game called Plants vs Zombies 3D that nobody has been talking about. However, since then I have been made aware of two more games that haven't been given a lot of attention either. So today I'll be discussing Plants vs Zombies 2 World, a more traditional take on our beloved franchise that gives you a look into what PvZ may have looked like had it gone down a more traditional Bloons TD style. Developed by TalkWeb Games and published by both PopCap Games and Tencent Games, PvZ2 World is available on a number of Chinese platforms such as QQ and WebChat, but it's also available on the 4399 game store, which means you can play the game for free right now. If you want to check it out, there's a link in the description. So this game is referred to what is known as a mini program, which might not mean much to you, but basically from what I discovered last week, these are games that don't really have much in terms of narrative or scope, but are essentially time wasters that you can dip in and out of without feeling a commitment to have to spend hours and hours playing it. Right off the bat, I'm going to say overall this game, whilst in a similar vein to PvZ 3D, it's pretty much superior in every way, from graphics, performance, content, gameplay, and in general it just feels a lot more polished. It actually feels official rather than a dodgy knockoff someone put together and was like, copyright? Pfft, no one cares about that, I'll just call it Plants vs Zombies, no one will mind. The only thing that does reduce the credibility of PvZ2 World is the description, which says the following. Plants vs Zombies 2 is genuinely licensed and the new gameplay is coming. Welcome to Hemu Town, everything is beautiful here, apart from the new wave of garden wars that are brewing between brainless zombies and plants. Let us cultivate stronger plants and have a perfect relaxation and fun with zombies. I mean, obviously this has been translated from Chinese, so the grammar doesn't quite make sense, but basically the aim of the game is very simple, as with most PvZ games: survive against the zombie hordes. As you can see, we have a road and there are little plots at different points along the road for you to place plants. The idea is to defend your sunflower and home from the zombies. If any zombie touches your sunflower, and no, that is not a euphemism, you will lose. Well, you don't completely lose as the round just restarts if you fail. There are at least 326 rounds in the game, but there are pretty much no breaks between them. Zombies just keep on coming. But if you do go into the menus, the game will pause until you're done, which is great again compared to PvZ 3D where the zombies keep on coming no matter what. Also, another comparison here is that there are a lot less ads in this game and they're not shoved in your face quite as much. There are some pretty good incentives to watch ads, which is nice, but I didn't feel I was getting bombarded with them either. Now let's talk about the plants and how they work. So this is where the merge game element of PvZ2 World starts to come into play. Now you can choose which plants are placed in which spot on the road, but you will notice each plant has a level, and to level up said plant you have to merge two plants of the same type and level together. For example, if I merge two level 1 pea shooters together, they will make a level 2 pea shooter. Two level 2 pea shooters will make a level 3 pea shooter, and so on and so forth. To create plants you have to spend coins, which are earned through a number of ways, but mainly through ads or vanquishing zombies. The only catch here is that you don't get to decide which plant is created, it is randomly generated for you. There are 4 categories of plant. You have rapid fire, poison, ice and swarm. You also have your sunflower, which is classed as a tool plant. As well as merging plants together to make them more powerful, you can upgrade them with puzzle pieces. Plants have a variety of stats like fire rate and health. Currently I haven't worked out how to upgrade specific stats, but the main thing to note is that if you spend puzzle pieces on them, they get stronger, and as you progress through the game you will unlock more powerful plants. The only thing I think is a shame with the plants is a lot of the most well-known ones aren't in the game, like snow pea for example, but you will recognise the majority of them, especially if you played the China version of PvZ2. This game also has an element of progression and variety. As you beat certain levels, like level 50 for example, you will progress to a different area where the map is bigger, there are additional spots for your plants, and of course the game gets harder. I've only played around an hour of it and didn't really dig too deep into the game, but it feels like there are definitely some pro strategies to learn in terms of swapping plants around, understanding which plants are the best against which zombies, etc. Overall, I think if you didn't like the look of PvZ 3D and what it had to offer, PvZ2 World is just kind of like an upgraded version in my opinion. It's nice to see a traditional take on PvZ, and for those of you who miss Plants vs Zombies adventures, this definitely has some of those elements in it. At the end of the day, the game is completely free to play, you don't even need to make an account or anything, so I mean it's at least worth playing 10 minutes of to see what you think. Link to the game is in the description. Anyway guys, that's it from me. As always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and if you do want to support the channel further, check out my Patreon page by clicking on screen now or through the link in the description. But other than that, I will see you in the next one. Okay, thanks guys, bye.